Toastmasters and respected guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I warmly welcome you all to Vadodara Toastmasters meeting 379. First of all, thank you all for coming in traditional attire and listening to our Toastmaster Satyanarayana. So we all know Navratri is starting from tomorrow, which is of 9 nights, where we celebrate devotion, energy and the victory of good over evil. Each day has a special color, reminding us to bring freshness and positivity into our lives. In Toastmasters too, every meeting is like a new color. It gives us confidence, learning and joy. And today, seeing you all in beautiful traditional attire, just like the bits of Garba and Dandiya, which brings people together, let's celebrate today's meeting with the same energy and enthusiasm. Wishing you all a happy Navratri in advance. We'll listen more from our keyboard. But before that, let's remind ourselves the three simple ground rules of Toastmaster. First, we have our phones. I would request everyone to take out from their pockets and keep it either on silent or vibrational. Thank you. Second, please avoid to talk about sex, politics and religion during the meeting. Third, please avoid crosstalk or any unnecessary movement during the meeting. It is also important to remind ourselves the mission of our Toastmaster Club. So for that, I would request everyone to raise their right hand and repeat after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you. Now it's time to call the presiding officer, who is the backbone of our Toastmaster every meeting, who sets the agenda right on time. Please join me in welcoming the VPE for today's presiding officer, Toastmaster Shruti. Please be on the stage. The stage is yours.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. From tomorrow, Navratri begins. The word Navratri means 9 nights. It is most colorful, energetic and joyful festivals of India. For 9 days, people across the country worship Goddess Durga in her different forms, and each one representing strength, compassion, knowledge and courage. And every evening, people gather together to sing, play and celebrate life through Dandiya and Garba. But if we look deeper, Navratri is more than just a festival. It reminds that every individual has the power to overcome difficulties and rise stronger. If you think about it, our Toastmaster journey is very similar. Each speech, each role and each meeting celebrate our own victories. Victories over fear, hesitation and self-doubt. Navratri also has another unique charm. People different across worlds come together, form a circle and move in rhythm. No one is ahead, no one is behind. Everyone is equal. Everyone is a part of the same flow. Isn't that what Toastmaster is all about?
Yes.
We here together support one another and enjoy the rhythm as rhythm of learning as community. So as we step into today's meeting, let us celebrate the same spirit of togetherness as a community. Now let's take a moment to welcome our guest. Guest, may I request you to please stand up on your place and let us know your name, what do you do and how do you come to Vadodara Toastmaster.
Hi, very good morning everyone. Myself Neha. I am from Delhi, born and brought up there, did my schooling and my college there. having spent last 5 years like vibrant and exciting in Bangalore, we shifted to Bangalore last year. Currently, I'm a housewife looking after my 5-year-old kid. And besides that, since it's been a career break of last 6.5 years, I have enrolled myself for digital marketing course. That's why I am, and it's like an executive program for me. And apart from all of this, of course, I feel I'm president right now. I can feel that. Okay, so I associate myself like an ambivert personality, and I love to interact with people, deepen conversational things that go on. Besides, I enjoy my quiet time as well. Besides, I love swimming. I am not, of course, an advanced learner, but I am good at it. And running is, of course, something that keeps me energized all the time. I love interior decor, and if I ever have to start a business, of course, it will be in the field of interior designing, of course. And I joined Toastmasters means for a very, very long time. I was just looking for an opportunity wherein I can just come out of this hesitation of public speaking. If I look myself, I aspire to be a public speaker. Of course, this is just a baby step, and I wish to grow with all of you at some point of time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Myself, Aniket Jimrani. I am from Adipur, Kutch. I am born in Adipur, Kutch. So I am in Vadodara. I have across 10 years. From 10 years, I am in Vadodara, and my father is owning a restaurant in Hanmi. So that's why we transferred to Vadodara. And I have completed my BCom from MS University, and I have experience of restaurant. So I was in free time. I was going to my restaurant, and I was understanding the business of management, leadership skills. So, and I got in Toastmaster, I got the reference from Capital Technology, the Pradeep Tadea. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What is the name of the restaurant?
Pakwan Kathiawadi restaurant.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Amit Chaturvedi. I was born and brought up in Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior. In Vadodara, I was here from last 10 or 12 years. I'm working as an instrumentation manager for a German company, Waah Beta Instrument, and I'm here to improve my communication skills.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Welcome you.
And
Yes. Please.
Good morning. The second time I am coming here. I am father of Satya Narayana. My name is Venkatesan Varadarajan. Basically, I am a mechanical engineer. I started my career in Madras Fertilizers, which is producing the fertilizers. And I came to Gujarat also and worked in Reliance for 3 years. I enjoyed that Navaratri festival and all in Gujarat. Now in the retired life, I'm doing some spiritual service and with the family and friends. Thank you.
Thank you all. And now, moving ahead, let's welcome our next segment, Book of the Week. Today, I am going to introduce each role player with a color. Just like in Navratri, where every 9 days is associated with a color, symbolizes something meaningful, we will connect our role players with a color that represent their qualities. So, to begin with, calling upon TM Satya for Book of the Week, he is like the color white, signifying purity and calmness, someone who brings peace and balance to our meeting. TM Satya, please come. The stage is yours.
I'm not going to tell you about the book writer. I just kept my book besides us.
Can't say this because of the net.
No, the book is here.
Okay.
This is my diary.
Okay.
I'm not showing you the book.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are in the most vibrant, joyful, and harmonious 9 days of an year. Navratri is about harmony. When I came to Gujarat, Navratri showed me a different dimension. Before that, Navratri used to be very spiritual. Going to temple, worshipping, and in our place they keep golu. Golu, what they call it is they keep small dolls of the idols of gods. Then they worship, and then we get good prasads. When I came to Baroda, there was an exciting phenomenon called as Garba. This Garba to me is itself developing harmony amongst the individuals. When we see a lot of people dancing in harmony, they don't even have space to stand, but they dance. To my knowledge, I have not seen any quarrel in that crowd. Everyone follows the other person. They don't expect others to follow them, but still others follow us. That's how this harmony is established. Now you may think, why this person who is to talk about a book is doing the job of TM Shruti. I'll give you a different picture now. 2 days back, my phone gave me a news feed. First news feed is about a woman in her mid-30s. She did a dharna near the Sursagar Lake. She sat right in the center of the road. She blocked traffic for almost 2 hours. There was ultimate chaos. Can anyone guess why she did it? See, the phone has fed your the news was fed in your phone as well. Just because the Pani Puri vendor gave only 4 Pani Puris to her, short by 2 Pani Puris, she sat in the road. Now, if we see her point of view, yes, she is right. She should have been served the 2 Pani Puris which fell short. Her anger is right, but she is not able to channel her anger. She is not able to influence the Pani Puri vendor to serve her what he owes to her. This is scenario 1. Scenario 2, this also the phone fed me. In Bangalore, a Zomato delivery person was beaten by a drum just because he was late. Okay, here also there is a problem. He is late. But how was the problem dealt with? The person who received the food did not understand the point of view of the person who delivered the food. What is the reason behind this delay? So, if we think of such things, then we will avoid quarrel, we will have peace, and we will save our time. This book is all about that. How to win friends and influence people. Now, I'm not going to delve much into this book, but I can tell you one thing. This book says that whenever you feel irritated because the way the other person believes, the other person believes that he is not wrong. To our concerns, he is wrong. But to his concerns, that is his normal. Now, this is one drop juice from this book. I would recommend you to go through this book. This is written by Dale Carnegie. He wrote this book in the year 1936. And this is still relevant. I feel this will stay relevant for ages to come. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, TM Satya, for that insightful book recommendation. And now it's time to move to our next segment, which is held by Toastmaster of the Day. Well, the role of TMOD has been taken up by me. So with a smooth little twirl, I am now transitioning into officially taking up the role of Toastmaster of the Day. Continuing with the theme of today's meeting, I welcome you all again to 379th meeting. I'm here with the theme Waah Beta. What does that mean? Well, you will all get to know at the end of the meeting. And yes, you read it right. The poster which you saw on the group, that small little girl is me. Now I know what you are thinking, that I will say that I have started the Garba at the age of 2. Now you must be thinking, TM Shruti, be realistic. No one started the Garba at the age of 2. At least at 6 or 7, yeah, you can say that. But no, I really did start the Garba playing at the age of 2. You know how? My dad was a huge Garba lover. In fact, my entire family is crazy about Garba. My dad used to hold me like this on his waist and used to play Garba at the tunes of Atul Purohit. From one side to another, he used to shift me because it was very difficult to hold me and play the Garba at the same time. But he did it because he couldn't let go either of his two loves. One is Garba and second is me. So he chose both. And when I was barely 3 or 4, that famous picture of mine was taken, little Shruti in the full Garba dress. A few years later, I went with my mom and dad to Atul Dada's Garba of United Way. Who all here know about United Way famous Garba? Yes. So for a few years, my dad literally carried me and taken me to United Way. When I was in school, I wasn't allowed to enter UVA since it is only 18 and above. So at that time, I used to go to Shishu Garba, like Garba where children below 18 are allowed. And at the moment I turned 19, I was finally reunited to my all-time nostalgic Atul Dada. Since then till today, I have been going at UVA of Baroda to play Garba to the soulful tunes of Atul Dada. Today, I am going to share with you many small such incidents of my life related to Navratri. But for now, let us continue with our scheduled meeting. Our meeting today is divided into 3 parts. The first part is prepared speeches, which will be conducted by me. The second segment is table topic session, which will be conducted by our table topic master, TM Satya. And the third part is about evaluation, and that will be conducted by our general evaluator, TM Hiri. Working from home in corporate life during Navratri is no less than a challenge. I have to manage my office work and still make sure I reach Garba ground on time. The transition looks something like this. I wake up for yoga, coming back from yoga and opening my laptop for work from home, and then with all the meetings, rushing to get ready to play Garba at the night. To survive this rhythm, I rely on 3 backbones. First, the most essential is my mother, who makes sure everything is in place. Second, my phone, so that I am constantly in touch with my friends. And third is sleep, because without good rest, there is no way I can keep the energy for both work and Garba. Similarly, to ensure this meeting, we have 3 strong backbones. Our tag team, timer, our counter, and grammarian. They are the true pillars of every Toastmaster meeting. I will call them up one by one. Basically, I live on Atladra side. It is quite close to UVA ground, as you all know. So if I leave my home right now to reach the ground, I will reach in 10 minutes. But if I want to reach the Garba ground at 9:30 PM, can anyone guess at what time I should step out of home? Any guesses?
At least
8 o'clock.
It's 8:30 PM, 1 hour before. Why? Because with Badodra's Navratri traffic, it almost takes half an hour to reach the place and another half hour to reach parking plot to the Garba ground. That's when you realize how important is time management in Navratri. And just like Navratri, our meeting also needs time management. That's why we have timer, who ensures every speech is completed within allocated time. So without further ado, let me welcome TM Vishal, our timer for today. TM Vishal, with your ambition, power and curiosity to learn, you perfectly reflect the color of purple. Though you have wear orange, but yes, purple. The stage is all yours.
Okay. Thank you, Team Master of the Day, Shruti, fellow Toastmasters and respected guests. So today I am going to perform a role of timer. So as a timer, I will note down the timing of prepared speeches, table topic speaker and evaluations. So I will alert each speaker using these three cards, this green, yellow, and red. So if I raise green card, it means the speaker is qualified. If I raise yellow card, it means time is about to complete and the speaker has to wrap up. If I raise red card, it means time is complete. There will be a grace period of 30 seconds. So I will keep the red card up during those 30 seconds. So we have two prepared speeches today. So first speech will have timing of 18 to 22 minutes. So I will raise green card at 18 minutes, yellow card at 20 minutes, and the red card at 22 minutes. So second speaker will have timing of 5 to 7 minutes. So I will raise green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. For table topic speakers, time should be 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute I will raise green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds I will raise green card, and at 2 minutes I will raise red card. For evaluation, so they are based on the speech timing of speech. So time will be different. For first speech of 18 to 20 minutes, the timing for evaluator will be 3 to 4 minutes, and for second speech, time will be 2 to 3 minutes. So in first case, at 3 minutes I will raise green card. At 3 minutes 30 seconds I will raise yellow card, and at 4 minutes I will raise red card. In second speech, I will raise green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. I will be presenting my result after each section. So thank you everyone.
Thank you, TM Vishal, for explaining your role. So let's look at my role. As I mentioned earlier, I step out of house at 8:30 p.m. I reach by around 9:30. And now the group I play Garba with is of 16 people. And guess what? After those 16 people, I only wrote 2. Because rest are like friends of friends of friends. So that's how our big Garba group is formed. After reaching the group, I tried calling my friend's friend, who by the now is my friend too. But to those of you who don't know, at Garba ground, they actually block signals. So we cannot connect. Somehow I got through her, and she picked up and said, yeah, Shruti, so I am at this pole. You know what? There is too much of crowd. I will come, and the call was disconnected. And before she could finish, I lost the signal. When I eventually found her, first of all, I scolded her. We were lucky that we got even connected for 2 minutes, and in those 2 minutes, why were you wasting time on those filler words? She looked confused and said, filler words. I laughed and told her, yes, filler words. I couldn't explain her back then what those filler words were because our Garba was started. But today, our counter will explain you what those filler words were. So I would like to welcome TM Jaimin to explain his role as our counter. He is like the color green, symbolizing growth, harmony, and new beginnings. Over to you, TM Jaimin.
Greetings, Madam Toastmaster, my fellow Toastmasters, and esteemed guests. The purpose of our counter is to note down the overused words and sounds such as and, but, so, you know. So in this meeting, I will be noting down all such kind of words which are spoken by anyone who speaks. I will also note down some of the words like this those are sounds that will be also noted down. I will also take count of some of the repeated words. You may be speaking like I, this, me, so all those repeated words will also be counted in this session. At the end of complete session, I will be giving my report that who has spoken what kind of words and will present my report. One suggestion I would like to give you people that whenever you are speaking, to avoid use of such kind of words, first thing is to be aware of what you are speaking. If you are aware that I am using this word, it is coming, you will be able to slow it down or reduce it down. Definitely I am going to give you the count, but your self-awareness will help you. So take care of it. There will be an urge from within. I mean, if you are running out of content or you forgot something, there will be an urge to speak like, oh, so, but make aware of that situation and stop it. So that's all. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Jyoti. So, continuing with my Navratri story, once we gathered the whole group, we went inside near the inner circle to play the Garba. By around 10:45, the short break comes, and honestly, we are all super thirsty by then. We usually form a human chain and go till the counter. We usually, then, even though we form a human chain, few members get lost anyway. To connect back, one of my friends called a missing member. She said, yes, we are stationed at the refreshment counter offering water bottles, adjacent to the colossal billboard which dominates the space. I laughed and told her, your English is so good, but I doubt anyone can find with that description in such a huge crowd. That's when I thought, this is exactly what Toastmaster is about. We pay attention to grammar, words, phrases, and today, we will learn more about it from our grammarian TM Jyoti. She represents the color of red, full of love and strength. Over to you, TM Jyoti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for beautiful introduction. Good morning, greetings, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good morning.
As our team would introduce the importance of grammar, today I will be the grammarian for today's meeting, and I will be the teacher who will guide you, who will keep a track of good usage and not so good usage. So as a grammarian, I have two tasks. One that I will do, second that as a teacher I will give task to you, second task. Let me introduce first task. I have to keep a track on good usage and not so good usage that you will be using, and at the end of the meeting I'll represent the report of that. Now second task, I'll give you a task to use word of the day and phrase of the day during your speech whenever you are on the stage. So are you ready for that task?
Yes.
Let me introduce the word of the day is tenacity, which means determination to keep going despite difficulties. If I'll give you example, members show tenacity by attending meetings regularly. And second phrase of the day is break the mold, which means to do something in a new and unique way. For example, a speaker breaks the mold by using prop or story, making their speech memorable. So try to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. I'll also keep track of that, and at the last I'll introduce their names. And for the members who are as an audience, always appreciate the member who are using word of the day and phrase of the day by showing a the thumbs up. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Jyoti. Now it's time to enjoy the heart of today's meeting, the prepared speeches from our talented speakers. Our first speaker is TM Hitesh, but before inviting him on stage, I would like to call upon his evaluator, TM Kirit sir, to share the speech details. TM Kirit sir is one of the most stellar Toastmasters of this club, a guiding light for many of us. So we will truly miss you while you take a short break from Toastmaster. He is like the color royal blue. It denotes richness, serenity. He brings elegance and unique touch to our meetings. Sir, the stage is all yours.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome guests to the Toastmasters. It is my pleasure today to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Hitesh Dave. Hitesh Dave is on the last level 5 of the first project, and the purpose is to give a long speech. Now let me tell you that Toastmasters, there are projects, and every project has got 5 levels. When you complete 5 levels, you have a big achievement done. So Hitesh is going to complete today level 5 with a speech. Now Toastmasters, as you all know, generally have 5 to 7 minute speeches. But Toastmasters TMI also prepares you for a longer speech. There are occasions in life, in company or in social circle, where you will probably have to give a longer speech. And if you struggle with that, you can't hold the audience for a long time. That's an art which Toastmasters would like everybody to sharpen. So this purpose is today's speech is engaging in a keynote style pitch to the audience. Second is excellent presentation, which should hold the audience interest with the content. And third is it has to be in its own style, engaging the audience completely. Timing is 18 to 22 minutes. I will be evaluating after the speech, and I urge new as well as the seasoned Toastmasters to see his transitions, his pauses, his flowing style of message, for which he is very well known, and everybody, I think everybody should take home something from his speech because Hitesh is not an ordinary speaker. So I welcome Toastmaster Hitesh for his closing 5. Over to. I like her tenacity to reach the United Way ground.
Thank you, TM Kirit sir. Now it's time to hear from TM Hitesh, who will be delivering his final speech in his pathway. His journey has truly shown us what tenacity looks like. He reminds me of the color grey, a balanced shade that represents humility and calmness, perfect for grounding emotions and bringing stability. TM Hitesh, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the day. I fear not the man who practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times. These were the words of none other than world's #1 martial artist, the Kung Fu master Bruce Lee. The word practice is generally used for professional services, practicing chartered accountant, practicing lawyer, or practicing doctor, or maybe for training or practice like cricket or football practice, practicing speech. But this word is never used for leadership. We don't say he's a practicing leader. But anybody can become a leader in his or her own field, and by way of practicing leadership skills. So the real question is, practicing for leadership, how do you do? With that question in your mind and in search of answer for the same, I wish a very good morning to all of you dear Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we are going to walk through 3 strong pillars of leadership. The first one, communication. The second one, innovation. And the third one, learning. And once we walk through this, after that, I will disclose a secret to become a leader naturally. Now let me talk about the first pillar, that is communication. And I really love this beautiful line on communication. It is said, how well you communicate is not determined by how well you speak, but it is determined by how well you are
understood. To test my own communication skills and our collectively communication skills of our group, I propose to play one game today. Are you all ready for that?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me explain the rules of the game. This is a very nice, engaging game which I played during my daughter's birthday party. And some of you might have played this along with me in one of my speeches. I am going to speak 3 words, one after the other, or in different order. And you need to perform the action corresponding to the word I speak. The meaning of all the 3 words remain the same. It's salutation in different languages. So the first word is salam, and the corresponding action is this. Yeah, salam. The second word is namaste, and the corresponding action is this. The third word is hello, and the corresponding action is this. This is easy, right? Let me show it once to you. Salam, namaste, hello. We can do all of that together a couple of times. Yes? Salam, namaste, hello. Salam, namaste, hello. Great. Now, I'll speak and you need to perform the action. And please note, I may change the pace and the order of the word. So listen carefully and then take your action. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here you go. Salam, namaste, hello. 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 Salam, 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 salam. We'll go again. One more time. Namaste, hello. Salam, namaste, hello. Salam, namaste, hello. Salam, namaste, hello, hello, hello. Salam, namaste, 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 salam, hello. Namaste, salam, hello, namaste, salam, hello. Namaste, salam, salam, namaste, hello. Was it fun?
Yes.
Thank you sincerely, all of you. Did you notice that there were times which you faced when you took up to a different action while the instruction given was for some other action? But everything began with every single loop began with what I spoke. The words. In communication, as important it is to speak right words, it is equally important, if not more, to listen carefully, process, act, and then give your response. On a satirical note, Sir George Bernard Shaw said, the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. So my dear fellow Toastmasters, please make sure that your communication is complete and you are well understood. Now let me come to the second pillar. The second pillar is innovation. It is innovation that distinguishes between a leader and a follower. This was said by Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. In 45 years of my life, I have worked with various corporates for 22 years, and I am glad, I am really happy that I learned something about leadership and innovation. Yesterday evening, when I was sitting in my house balcony thinking about today's speech, I was trying to note down what innovation have I done in all these 45 years. And then I noted down few innovations or rather discoveries that I made as a small child. The first one, as a child, I noticed that if you push a big ant, like this big ant, we call it mangoda in Gujarati, the big ant which is usually seen in the monsoon in the ground floor of houses. So if you push the ant in any direction, say this, or if it is coming to you and push towards this direction, or you push towards this direction, the ant will slowly and steadily come back to you only. This was observation number 1. Observation number 2, when in school, in class, if you try to hide from your teacher when she is asking a question, even if she is not looking at you, she will take your name only.
Yes.
Yeah. And the observation number 3, in the summer vacation, this is an empirical formula by the way, that the heat that you feel in summer is inversely proportional to the number of mangoes you eat in a day. Come on, are these the discoveries or inventions which will take me to the path of leadership in the field which I am working? Or are these kind of breakthroughs which will make a dent in the universe? Really no. But these were the observations which helped me get along the path in life. The first instance of pushing the ant made me realize that you cannot push the problem or run away from it. You can either solve it or you can live with it. The second observation, where you try to hide from your teacher, is not the solution. If you don't know the answer, maybe giving a confident look, sitting tight and straight, can be one of the answers. And many times it happens. It has happened with me. I am 80% sure that it would have happened with many of you. That if you remain confident and do not take action for some time, the solution emerges. So that was the learning from that observation. And the third one, the mango learning I call it, is my favorite. It's very simple and straight. Have a mango if you are feeling hot. Don't just get bogged down by the failures. Just get along, push yourself. Do the same thing you are doing little differently. Little differently. And that's what innovation is, right? That's how the electric bulb was invented. Am I right? So that's my take on the second strong pillar, that is innovation. The third pillar, and the pillar which is at the center in all the three pillars, is learning. Jnanam paramam balam. Anubhavah shrestha acharya asti. Meaning, knowledge is supreme power and experience is the best teacher. But the combination of knowledge, experience and support makes a leader. How many of you find mathematics as an interesting subject in school? Can you raise your hand, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. 7, 8. Good number. Well, I fall with the rest. This was a tough subject for me in school. And especially when it came to tables. When the teacher randomly used to ask in class those tables of 12 and 9, not the tables of 2 and 3 and 4, but the tables of 12 and 9, asking 12 nines are, I would look as if I am stuck somewhere in some maze. Or try to use the trick which I invented, sit confident. But our math teacher was sharp and strict. She got hold of me several times and point a finger and tell, Hitesh, tell, 12 lines are, I would stand up and will wait for somebody to prompt the answer, trying to guess, but faced that embarrassing situation several times. But then next, when we moved to one grade higher, came our new math teacher. And she was also our class teacher. She was equally strict, but she had the fantastic ability to identify the learning style of each student. She somehow managed to know, amongst the class of 50 students, she managed to know that I would learn better by writing rather than by listening or reading. She gave me homework several times to write all the tables. And when she used to check my homework in the class, after checking the notes, she would ask me the question from the same tables which I wrote very well, just to boost my confidence. And this relationship continued in the grade, 2 further grades, and the rest is history. I mean, history as in I am not transformed into a great mathematician, but I could at least complete my engineering properly. Thanks to her, she cultivated an approach towards math as a subject. And to my and your surprise, today, if I were to take any subject to teach my children, I take up maths. The point here is not math, neither the teacher. The point I am trying to highlight is the learning style. So you identify your learning style. As a leader, you identify the learning style of each member in your team and then work towards it with full energy and enthusiasm. I am very confident that you will learn, you shall learn that you need to learn as a leader. So today we saw 3 action points in practicing for leadership. The first action point is communicate clearly. Second is innovate. Do it differently, break the mold. And third is focus on learning, but with your own style. Now, after getting into the details of all the 3 pillars, it's time for me to disclose the secret of becoming a leader naturally. Anyone here has seen a movie called Kung Fu Panda? It's a cartoon movie. Wow, great, wonderful. For the benefit of those who haven't seen that movie, towards the last fighting sequence, which is between a tiger and a panda, the tiger, Tai Lung is the name of the tiger, who is the villain in the movie, asks the panda, the hero of the movie, after getting defeated, he asks, "You're just a big fat panda, how could you defeat me?" The panda then replies, "I'm not just a big fat panda, I am the big fat panda." And the message here is that you need to believe in yourself like the panda in the movie does. The secret ingredient to win is believing in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, you give your best. And when you do your best, you become a leader naturally, just by example. I'll repeat this statement. If you give your best, you become a leader naturally, just by example. Dear Toastmasters and guests, today I will take this opportunity to share few leadership lessons that I have learned over this period
And even if a single person is inspired by these learnings, I will consider that I am on my way to the path of leadership. Know that it's not going to be easy. The one who swims against the current knows the strength of it. Leadership and learning are indispensable. Keep learning. Don't find faults. Find the remedy. Empathy is the key as a leader. To check yourself, to handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Leadership is a subject of displaying confidence in front of everybody. Not only display, but having it. If you are in control, they are in control. Use wit like a weapon. Instilling humor to diffuse tension within a team is always a good idea. And lastly, do good and then talk a lot about it. But for that, my friends, you need to do good. Thank you for listening to me like a leader. Toastmaster.
What an incredible way to end your journey in this pathway, TM Hitesh. Congratulations once again on achieving this big milestone. Your journey really inspired us to break the mold and try new things. Now, dear Toastmasters, this meeting is extra special. Do you know why? Because today we have the privilege of listening to a very special speech by none other than our OG Toastmaster, TM Gitanjali ma'am. In fact, when I was assigning colors to our role players, I didn't even think a second about hers. Can anyone guess what color I have assigned to her?
Pink.
No. It's yellow, a bright, cheerful color that symbolizes happiness and radiates positivity. TM Gitanjali ma'am, I warmly welcome you to the dais. TM Gitanjali ma'am, oh my dear super genies, oh my dear super genies, TM Gitanjali.
Thank you so much. You uplifted me. Thank you for that other thing. Namaskar and my soulful greetings to each one of you. Friends, by hearing the word genie, all our wonderful childhood memories fresh in our mind. The amazing book, Arabian Night, flying carpets, magical lamps, and the soft-hearted blue-colored genie, the image of all these things instantly emerged in front of our eyes. When I was 8 years old, my friends gifted me the amazing book Arabian Night. Though there were many stories, but the most fascinating story was Aladdin and its magical lamp. That story of lamp, genie, and Aladdin started manipulating my 8 years old mind, and I wanted to have genie of my own who will fulfill all my wishes. Thus, to get genie, I started praying to Lord and used to pray, "Oh Lord, please send me a genie who will fulfill all my wishes." One day, as I was praying to Lord, suddenly I heard my inner voice. That voice commanded me, "Oh, you silly gut, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Just see, your genies are here." So with great fear, I thought it may be that blue color genie. But when I opened my eyes, I shocked to see that they were none other than my dear parents. And I realized instantly that yes, they are my best genies because they not only take care of me, but they fulfill all my wishes. My mother, my first genie, my first super genie, though she was not very qualified, but she was having great understanding power. She was an amazing lady. With her keenness to learn and tenacity, she has learned so many things and proved that she is no less than any other woman. My mother was a victim of independence movement and partition. In 1956, my father got job in ONGC and posted in Dehradun. She came with my father in Dehradun, the totally new and unknown place for her. She was only knowing that only Bengali. Except Bengali, no language was known to her. But for her strong belief and tenacity, she decided to learn Hindi. And not only Hindi, she learned so many things acquainted with the society. She learned stitching, embroidery, knitting, and proved her that she is no less than anyone. She believed that if a woman can't create her own identity in the society, there is no respect for her. Thus, she always inspired me and my sisters, my elder sisters, to get good education and create your own identity. My father was my second super genie. He was a very strong-willed person, a man of great courage and strength. He grew up in the midst of independence movement, and at that time the movement was at its height, at its peak. But that never shaken him. Those political disturbance and upheavals made him internally strong. He was a victim of partition, Bengal partition. Thus he left his job in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, and shifted to India and re-established himself with great power. His main motto was to give us decent life and good education. He always inspired us to do our studies on our own. I feel proud that throughout my life, I never did tuition and I cleared all my exams at one go. His soulful inspiration helped me to complete my master's and PhD. Because of his honesty and truthfulness, he became my role model. My third genie entered in my life when I was 24. He was a kind of very carefree, jovial person, never bothered for future. He's none other than my husband. He was a great lover of sports, especially football. He was a staunch believer of God, and he always used to say, whatever happens, happens for good. Don't worry, God is there. He started his career by joining Indian Navy at the age of 16 and took part in two major wars of India in 1965 and 1971. After leaving Indian Navy, he worked in Merchant Navy and many other countries of Middle East, and at last he joined in Bombay High. At 56, my genie, due to physical illness, took voluntary retirement and made me totally free from all my household responsibilities. He learned to cook, and especially he learned to cook all the traditional Bengali dishes made with fish. He proved that he was better cook than me. Last 10 years of my job, work life, he made me totally tension free as I could give more time and attention to my work. His love, affection, and his love, affection towards us made him our true hero. Now, all my 3 super genies are there in the heaven. But I believe that they are always with me to support me and to save me. They are protecting me like a shield. Oh my dear super genies, I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Please, please accept my tribute and gratitude. And please, never ever leave me, always be with me. Thanks, and over to you.
Indeed, it was an amazing speech to hear from you, ma'am. I would welcome now TM Vishal on the dais to present his timely report for only speaker number 1, as TM Gitanjali's ma'am speech was a special speech. Thank you.
Thank you. So actually, TM Hitesh has taken 19 minutes and 26 seconds. So timing specified was 18 to 22 minutes, so he is qualified.
Moving ahead with my Navratri story. So after the break, we usually shift to the outer circle for the second half of the Garba. And you know what? The best part of the Garba is at the end, and the music becomes like super fast and energetic, right? But even more special is what that comes after it. Something called as Timli. Everyone knows this, right? How many of you know how to play Timli? Everyone knows it. You know why? Because it's simple, it's creative, you have to follow another person, and every time it's different. Everyone adds their own twist. I've seen like this also, and many more twists. With practice, it becomes natural. Similarly, in Toastmaster, we have a segment that's also simple, creative, and new every time. Our table topic session. Here, you are given a surprise topic and you need to speak on it instantly. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. To lead us through this exciting segment, we have TM Satya. TM Satya, the stage is all yours.
What a mesmerizing day this was. What sort of speeches TM Hitesh and TM Gitanjali ma'am has given us. Inspirating and mesmerizing. Wow. Very good morning to everyone. Morning. This table topic session, for the benefit of people who are first time here, is about presenting a particular topic to you, and you will be given, you can take your own time, say for example 10 to 20 seconds or even a half a minute to properly think about what you are going to talk, and then give a speech for 1 to 2 minutes. Right? So since it is Navratri Eve, I went just ahead of Navratri. Since it is Navratri Eve, the topics are built around Navratri and Garba. But don't worry, it is not about the action itself. It's not about Garba or Navratri. It's intertwined with your life, like how you see your life with respect to Navratri and Garba. So, may I invite you, ma'am?
Sure.
So the topic for you is in Garba, everyone dances in a circle, symbolizing the cycle of life. If life is a circle, where do you think you are on that circle today? I'll repeat the question. In Garba, everyone dances in a circle, symbolizing the cycle of life. If life is a circle, where do you think you are on that circle today? All the best.
Thank you. I can take my own time.
Yes, please.
You just tell them not more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay, so very good morning, everyone, and thank you so much, Satya, for giving me the chance to present myself here on the same topic. So, since I have never celebrated Garba myself, since in Delhi, we have the other way of celebration Navratri, like it's more about Kanya, that I'm sure most of you are aware of. So anyway, however, I am exposed to the Garba celebration here, though I have never participated. Given the kind of energy, the harmony that everyone share right there, I have always been an audience, just a participant. And for me, that rhythm, the circle that you talked about, is more about learning. For me, I associate myself as a great learner, and I feel the more I learn, the more productive I feel. So for me, it would be more about keep on learning in your life, because that's how you feel that you are contributing to yourself as well as your family and the people around yourself and in your society. Thank you so much.
I'll invite you over to the stage, sir. Describe your life as a Garba move. Fast or slow or graceful or energetic. I'll repeat once more. Describe your life as a Garba move. Fast or slow or graceful or energetic. The stage is yours.
The topic that has given to me is describe my life. Now I have to take something from Garba. As I am new to this place, Garba is very new to me. This is the first time that I am at Gujarat, and I will be experiencing the Garba. I am very excited, but as I want to compare myself with the Garba, it would be, if I want to do Garba, it would be and express myself into a Garba fold. That I want to compare my life as a slow speed, as a slow moving Garba, because I had a lot of chances to improve my communication skills, but every time, because of hesitation, I can't do it. What will the people will think? I always try to keep away myself from the leadership and the communication skills. That was a kind of slow moving Garba that I was doing. But after some time, after some part of my life, I came to know about the Toastmaster. Now I think my life has changed. Now I have been converted into a fast moving Garba. Thank you.
I'd like to invite PM Aman Raj. Navratri celebrates the victory of good over evil. Can you share a personal story where you overcame a challenge or sort of an obstacle in your life and evolved successfully? Do you want me to repeat the topic? Navratri celebrates the victory of good over evil. Can you share a personal story when you overcame a challenge or an obstacle in your life and evolved it successfully? Stage is yours.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. So they say that life itself is a cycle of challenge, just like Navratri's Garba is a cycle of joy and happiness. What I learned how to overcome these challenges is every stage of your life, these challenges will keep coming. Not the same challenges, but the same type of challenges, only in new ways. What makes you able to overcome these is to learn, first of all, that in every challenge there is a sliver of learning and a sliver of happiness. The sliver of learning is for you to begin the next challenge more intelligently, and the sliver of happiness is for you to not lose hope. Life is like Garba. There are, as you have said, there are 4 moves: fast and slow, energetic and graceful. So this is what I have learned, that in Latin there is a saying called festina lente. Like, you should conduct your life in a hurry. You should always value time, but you should always be full of patience when you meet with challenges and defeats. And you should conduct yourself gracefully even in the most heartbreaking failures, and you should always have a very energetic outlook towards your life. So the one who has mastered all these qualities has mastered the art of living and will always find success even in his worst failures. Thank you very much.
May I invite you, please? Can you please tell your name?
My name is Amit Chaturvedi.
Amit Chaturvedi. I have been written, communicated with you. I am from LNT. So
I know.
we are communicating. Yeah. Okay. Garba is less about perfect steps and more about enjoying the moment. How do you balance perfection versus enjoyment in your life? Do you want me to repeat? Yeah. Garba is less about perfect steps and more about enjoyment. How do you balance perfection versus enjoyment in your life? You can take your time, 30 seconds.
So hello, good morning all of you. As we know, we are in Navratri is approaching, and the topic is giving to me perfection. We have to balance perfection over enjoyment or happiness. So in life, every field will try to achieve perfection, but it is not guaranteed. We will always try. At the same time, enjoyment, happiness is within. It's within. We have to feel. We have to give the happiness. So we have to try the balance, but not. This is not the main criteria of a life. That perfection in every field. We should always try to achieve perfection up to a certain extent, that we should not withdraw, or we should not give our freedom or our happiness over the same. So like in Garba is a, like we have heard earlier, Garba is the life of like a circle. In Garba, we have to follow someone. Sometimes we lead, sometimes we follow. So we have to create a balance. Garba is not about perfection, it's about togetherness. That's all.
Last but not the least, I have the privilege of calling upon my father, Mr. Venkatesan. Navratri is about celebrating energy, Shakti. What is one source of energy or motivation that keeps you moving forward? I know that something is keeping you moving forward from whatever I know from you. Again, I ask you, Navratri is about celebrating energy, Shakti. What is one source of energy or motivation that keeps you moving forward to the audience?
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. This Navaratri season, I think definitely it will give energy, which is spiritual energy. I say something about spiritual energy. Can we see that spiritual energy? We cannot see that, but we can reshape our inner this thing. This spiritual energy is common. There is no caste, religion, creed, studied or not, illiterate, rich or poor. It is common to all, such as the blood is common to all, to everybody, which is in red color. Okay. How to get this spiritual energy? Garba is also one of the things to get the spiritual energy. And at the same time, we can do service to mankind, helping the needy and all. And moreover that, the spiritual energy will keep our togetherness between all of us. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
I hope this was an insightful session and it was a learning experience for the speakers in table topic as well. Now I invite the timer to present the report.
So, I was a great speeches by all these high speakers. So, guest Neha took 1 minute 21 seconds. Toastmaster Amit took 1 minute 37 seconds. Toastmaster Amanraj took 1 minute 36 seconds. And guest Amit took 1 minute 14 seconds. And guest Venkateswaran sir took 1 minute 32 seconds. So all are qualified.
Thank you, TM Vishal. On my Navratri journey, after Tivoli comes the best part. Heading home and sleep, right? No. Heading straight for food. Because honestly, after burning so many calories, you have to give them back, right? I usually prefer hot bhajiyas or those delicious light doklas. But enough about me. Let's do a quick chat. Tell me what is your go-to snack after Navratri. And I have bought you bhajiyas, so we will enjoy that. But it is a short break. Timer, please set the timing for 7 minutes. Thank you.
There is a break.
Yeah, it's a break. Welcome back everyone after that short break. Dear members, now we have reached at the last segment of today's meeting. Please join your hands to welcome TM Hiren. TM Hiren is my mentor for those who don't know. He is like the color peacockry, a rare, beautiful blend of two colors, blue and green, symbolizing uniqueness, compassion and freshness. TM Hiren, the stage is all yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, my fellow members and guests. I am here for the general evaluation session today, and practically for 3 reasons I am very happy today. The first reason is that we started growing into the festival mood. That is what the beauty of Toastmaster is, that even that festival's music is not there, the environment is not there, but in Toastmaster we live that festival. So that festival season started thanks to our Toastmaster Shruti. So we can have a big round of applause for a wonderful session. That was my first reason. Second reason, I am happy because she is my mentee. I am her mentor. And I see her growing this way. Like first time she was hesitant to take even the first session here. She was asking me, should I take it or not? And now she has been doing wonderful as a VP education. And today such a remarkable session by her. So she has done very good. And I'm even more happy that she has grown up to this level even without my inputs to her. So mentor becomes more happy without his help. The mentee becomes growing. Then only thing I just keep advising her that you keep mentioning my name, so that even I get some credit. So thank you for that. That was my second reason to become happy. And the third reason to become happy is because I was very surprised that which way Toastmaster, it's an English or US company. And Navratri, very typical, even the Gujarat local session, the Gujarat local celebration, how we have molded this together. The Navratri celebration has been molded into a Toastmaster level each and every step. Even for the introduction of our counter, introduction of timer, introduction of, in fact, the life findings, life lessons, life calamities, life hindrances, that has been molded or that has been correlated with the Garba, with the Navratri festival. So these three reasons are making me very happy today. I am very happy to become a general evaluator for this session, and we will begin our evaluation of entire meeting today. We will begin by evaluating our speakers first, and for that I would like to invite our most experienced Toastmaster. His evaluations are, he is particularly very good at evaluating speeches, not only speeches also, he has been evaluating many movies, and that way he has that personality or that intuition about finding out the real crux of that speech. Because of his evaluation, not only the speaker, other Toastmasters can also learn. So let us be ready to learn further from our Toastmaster evaluator for speaker number 1, Hitesh. Let us, with a big round of applause, call upon Toastmaster Kirin.
Thank you, General Evaluator. First of all, I think my compliments to Toastmaster Sudhi, our president, for bringing the right spirit Navratri the first day, along with the bhajia. The smell itself. So she has set the right mood. Now I am going to evaluate Toastmaster Hitesh Dave's speech. Before that, I would just like to say that in which meetings you will come across such a different variety of people. People from South, people from Bangalore, people from Pune, people from Kutch, all together. And they are also from different professions. There is a hotelier, there is a nuclear auditor, there is a retired principal, there is a chartered accountant, there is a housewife, and there are some marketing professionals like Hitesh Dave, and an architect.
From Army.
Army also.
Oh, Army. Very difficult to see that different people come together to put up and listen to the newcomers who speak. So let's begin the evaluation of Toastmaster Hitesh Dave. It was truly a keynote style speak. You have seen that many functions begin with a keynote speaker, where he tries to engage his message in a very long speech, only 15-20 minutes. This was also a 19-minute speech. Now I'll just briefly analyze his speech in a plus and minus. He gave the light moments with a very serious thoughts. Began with a Bruce Lee's quotation, practice. Practice makes man perfect. Any leader can, there is no teaching from leaders. He has to practice leadership and learn. That's what he said. He said 3 fundamentals of leadership. Do you all recall 3 fundamentals?
Communication, learning, and
this is how he came across. We all remember what he said. Then the first one he explained with a game. Why game? Because game probably immediately engages the audience. You have seen that many singers, when they perform, they always sing one line and they ask the audience to sing the other line. Why? That's how they connect. He connected the speaker, all of us with a game, so that we are all engaged. What is going to speak next? Then he said what are the examples of childhood from where he's learned? 2 examples. I think, do you recall these 2 examples? Very small one. And
Hiding behind teacher.
Bangalore. So these are the 2 things which we remember because these examples are very, very simple. Innovation, he said, focus on learning. Mathematics, he gave an example. Now let's see how exactly he went. His speaking style. Speaking style was conversational. He was conversing with all of us. There was a firmness in the word. The beautiful pauses. We all know he is known for his pauses, just like our Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. If you notice when he came to the stage, he was quiet for about 20 seconds. What happened then? We are eager to say what he is going to speak. The first way of engaging. He is a master of both, I know. Transition from each topic. When he moved to one topic to another topic, there was a disconnect. He picked up the right end, the right beginning. This is how he connected. And he was at complete ease. Did you find any tension in his face? In fact, we were tense that they were able to be completing in 20 minutes. But he was not. Beautiful quotes. Bruce Lee, Bernard Shaw, and I think a couple of more he quoted. Very nicely quoted messages. Now his messages. Practice makes you perfect. Don't procrastinate, don't postpone. Face the problem. Make your message real. You make your message reach to your audience. Just don't talk without them listening to you. Learn the strength of your team. The mathematics teachers understood his strength. Believe in yourself. Lead by example. Just don't preach. Keep learning, never stop. Don't find faults. And be confident, look confident. These are the 10 messages he gave over a speech which probably we did not register, but this was very clearly given. But there are something we want Ritesh Dave to go to the next height. So I would say a few things which he should improve. He could have used full 22 minutes because it was 3 minutes short. Lot of time. 3 minutes is a lot of time. Summarize the message at the conclusion. He could have summarized the dispersed messages at the end. 3 fundamentals and its importance of leadership could have been communicated with force at the end. And 4th, which is most important, I would tell him, always use voice modulation. You cannot have a continuous speech in the same voice, the message will not go through at the end. So always change your voice modulation in the conclusion. But a remarkable speech. To hold the audience for 90 minutes is no joke. And he engaged all of us with a beautiful message of leadership. I wish him all the best.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kirit, for evaluating a wonderful speech by Toastmaster Hitesh. And he rightly mentioned about summarizing the conclusion, and summarize all the points. But then that part has been taken care by Toastmaster Kirit. I understood the speech very well because of your evaluation and very right points of improvement that you have mentioned, Toastmaster Kirit. Now I will request timer Vishal to give the timing report, please. Actually, team Kirit sir took 5 minutes to complete the evaluation. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I forgot that I should mention about 4 to 5 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so I think he is qualified.
3 to 4.
3 to 4 minutes.
3 to
Yeah,
4.
3 to 4 minutes and
was a
30
long
seconds.
speech.
Okay. Thank you.
But I think our this should be changed for such a long speech.
Obviously.
They need 4 to 5.
Yes, more time must be justified to give a better evaluation and conclude all the points. So thank you for that. He is qualified for the
You can take him as qualified.
Yeah, okay. Now I will request our counter, Toastmaster Jamie, to present his report of counts.
1 minute. TT evaluate.
We have TT?
Oh yeah.
TT evaluate is Toastmaster Raj.
Raju.
Toastmaster, okay. So yeah, it was a wonderful session of table topic, and I was little nervous that now who will evaluate it. So thank you for reminding me that. Toastmaster Raju will call upon with a big round of applause to evaluate our.
Thank you, GTM sir. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and respected guests. Indeed, it was a wonderful table topic session, and firstly, I would like to thank our Toastmaster Satya Narayan for taking table topic master role at short notice. So, I'm going to evaluate all the table topic speakers, how they perform on their impromptu top speeches. Firstly, guest Neha, you greeted all the audience and you look confident. I would say utilize all 2 minutes. It is with continuing the Toastmaster session, you will be able to complete the timing. Next was TM Amit. He was also confident, had a good eye contact. TM Aman Raz, you also greeted the audience, well utilized the timing, and I found your uses of vocabulary words was good. Guest Amit Chaturvedi, you were also confident and you had well eye contact throughout the audience. And then Sir Venkatesan, sorry I cannot pronounce the name. It was a wonderful speech what you gave. Kudos to all the speakers. There are certain things and lots of tricks and tips which one should remember, including me. I'm very much scared of this table topic session. One of the lessons which TM gave, always try to hide. I also try to hide in my one the table topic master course. The most important thing is the courage. One should have the courage, and then who comes on this stage. And while the table topic master gives the topic, one should take at least 10 seconds, a few seconds to think on, and then start their speech. We all know every speech has 3 parts, that's opening, body and conclusion. But when it comes to table topic, we forget that. So please try to remember, and with practice, we'll be able to overcome this and master this table topic. So that's all from my side. Over to you, DM James.
Thank you, table topic evaluator Toastmaster Raju. It was a wonderful evaluation, and in fact, very rightly mentioned that it takes courage for someone to come over here on a topic which is just given a few seconds before. So that was a nice evaluation from you. It is my bad that I did not see the message from Toastmaster Satya about traditional attire. I was thinking that why there is no message about traditional attire. This is a festive season and everybody should be wearing traditional attire. So somehow I missed that. Otherwise, I would have also wear the traditional dress and would have looked like Toastmaster Raju or more handsome. So that's, I missed. But it was a wonderful evaluation. Now I would like to call upon our counter to give our count report. Toastmaster Jamie with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster again. While leaving from home, my wife told me like from when you became so spiritual and religious. So I was surprised like what is he talking about? Then she pointed out that pointed out that you have got this counter. So you are chanting God's name or why you have and put on this counter. But I was thinking like I will use this counter to count this hour and all. So that's how I explained to my wife. Now today's session was very difficult for me. The reason is I have to, count for the stalwart speakers like Toastmaster Hitesh Dave, Toastmaster Gitanjali Men, even the evaluators Toastmaster Kirit, and I was like thinking whether I should find perfection in their speeches or I just enjoy the speech. So I was trying, but I have put some counts what I have observed in this speech. So I am also speaking. So but that's how we have to evolve. Toastmaster Raju, our counter is 15 times, once so and once repeating the word. Toastmaster Shruti, again it was kind of perfect speech, still I was trying to find something. So, 1 and repeated words 2. But again, in the beginning I used one word, overuse. So, when I am giving 1 or 2 counts, it doesn't mean that your speech has some flaw. But is it overused? Then you need to think about, you have to be aware that I have to correct something. Think in that way. Toastmaster Satya, so 3 times, repeated words 2. Toastmaster Vishal, almost 10 times, so 3 times. Toastmaster Janki, 3 times, so 1 time. Toastmaster Kirit, it was again difficult to find, but later stage I found some repeated words, so 3 times repeated words. Toastmaster Hitesh, as I mentioned, it was difficult, but once, so once, but twice, and couple of repeated words. Toastmaster Gitanjali, oh my God, it's all blank. My teacher will give me 0. You have not filled anything. But 1 repeated word. So I just kept जो वो शगुन होता है ना, for a शगुन. Guest Neha, she is fond of soap, 3 times. Toastmaster Amit, counter 2, repeats 4 times. Toastmaster Aman, he has very good grip on language, so repeat only once, no other thing. Guest Amit, 3 times so, 2 times repeated words. Venkatesan sir, 2 times nothing else. Toastmaster Hiren, 4 times 3 times so, and 2 repeated words. Now I was even looking like this those words, if you see word Mahishasur, these all 3 are part of Mahishasur. So it's like we have to kill the Mahishasur within us. So let's try and pledge to reduce these sounds, which is actually creating a bump on a speedy.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, yes.
What are the restrictions for him? Whatever the words he has used, that is recorded at that places. So we can give some relaxation for it.
Yes, yes. So that is one point I want to come to the conclusion. We cannot just go with count. We have to go with ratio. Ratio means what is the minute given and how many sounds used. So if we consider a ratio at Toastmaster, it is very low because 20 minutes and the counts are very less. If I am speaking for a minute and I am using these words, it's a big number. So good round of applause to everyone.
Thank you, Counter, for wonderful report. I'm happy that most of my content will come later on, and our account remains for only. Now it is time for our evaluation of grammar. So I would like to call upon our past president, Toastmaster Janki, for the grammar report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Once again, good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon.
I can see the same courage in this. So, First of all, I am very happy. Let's give a huge round of applause to all of us. Why?
That we use day of the word of the day and phrase of the day.
It is, but the clapping was for the another reason.
He found less grammatical mistakes.
Correct. Almost null. Like we haven't used any not so good usage of grammar, or we haven't made any mistake throughout the meeting. So that was the good part of the meeting. Now I'll share the report that the good usage from the speakers. I won't speak the name of the speakers because of the time constraint. I'll just point down the good usage of words. The first word was quarrel, which was disagreement or argument. That was the good one we can use regularly. One drop juice. Then in the speech of Postmaster Hitesh, I think you should share your speech. I'll note down the phrases and everything, then I'll share my report. So you had a lot of good usage of phrases and all that. Few I have mentioned. I fear the men who practice one keep 1,000 times. Then get along the path of life. Knowledge is a supreme power, experience is a teacher, but the combination of three, knowledge, experience and support, is what you need. Cultivated and approach, believe in yourself, leadership and learnings, use, create your own identity, a man of great courage, whatever happens, happens for good. Protecting me from shield. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Life itself is a cycle of challenge. Every challenge has a sliver of learning and happiness. Balance. The table topic given was balance, perfection and enjoyment. That was good. The light moments. Practice makes man perfect. Focus on learning. Make your message reach audience. Lead by example. Don't preach. Be confident. Look confident. These were the good usage of words which I listed down. And coming towards the second part, those who used word of the day and phrase of the day. Word of the day was used by Toastmaster Kirit, Toastmaster Shruti, and Toastmaster Gitanjali. Kudos to them. And phrase of the day was used by Toastmaster Hitesh and Toastmaster Jainul. So kudos to them. Over to you, Jainul.
Thank you, Toastmaster Janki. It was a wonderful evaluation report for grammar evaluation. Now it is time for my report for the entire meeting, and I want to say that it was an extra special meeting today. A very nice festive mood and very nice celebration that what we are going to do next 10 days. That celebration we could feel in the Toastmaster stage, in our words, in our celebration, in our speeches, including in our Toastmaster table topics. So that celebration we could start here in Toastmaster. It is a uniqueness of Toastmaster platform here. So thank you for such a wonderful session today, Toastmaster Shruti. I will begin with Sergeant at Arms. At right time he started, and the beauty about him is without even looking at the oath, that Toastmaster oath, he is able to narrate that, and that is the oath that we should keep it in our heart while we are here in the Toastmaster for our own development, and very rightly mentioned that by Toastmaster Raju. Toastmaster Shruti is our presiding officer, and as a presiding officer, the way she entered the stage with a swing here and the traditional dress, that itself make us into the mood of festive season Toastmaster meeting. And she introduced the theme also. But I am little surprised that the theme is Waah Beta. I think it is cherishing of something we have done nicely, and it has been a celebration of some pride. And also a picture of her childhood. So I was thinking about some childhood memory So that what I'm still having a little curiosity on that. Otherwise, the entire meeting was excellent. What I like the most is that when we go into the Garba is a circle and it depicts the life of Indian philosophy. In Western philosophy, life is a straight line. Yesterday, today and tomorrow, that way. But for us in India, we only use one word, Kale. Kale means in Gujarati, is it tomorrow or is it yesterday? We don't know. Why? Because that will again come. That tomorrow will again come and it will become yesterday. That happens only when we are in circle, and that life cycle has been very absolutely nicely depicted by our Toastmaster of the day and also our table topic master. He nicely mentioned that life is a cycle. In Indian philosophy, there is a life, there is a birth, then life, there is a death, but then there is a rebirth, and life cycle will go on. And we are never falling short of either we are ahead or we are behind. We are in the circle. With the festival, when we learn something new, something philosophical, something learning is only happening on the stage of Toastmasters. So, a very nice way of presenting it. I should also look at the time. Toastmasters Satya, book of the week was excellent. Radio jockeys, they use those things about depicting the recent news, recent surprising news. When they explain, it captures the attention very nicely. And to capture the attention of audience, before introducing book, you mentioned about the street vendor and the lady did the dharna or some incident at Bangalore, and everybody's attention was captured. This style was being taken by the radio jockeys that I have listened once, and you use that. And Dale Carnegie is my favorite writer. I read that book, the one that you introduced some time ago. So thank you for introducing to all the audience. Shruti, you are doing excellent. You are commanding the stage. You are very delightful on your role. You mentioned about being a naughty child. Did you mention? A little bit, yeah. So I realized that she must be a drama queen when she was 2 years old. Why? Because of her dramatic presentation here. The way she dramatized the presentation here, I can make out that. Only thing that I forgot to wear that traditional dress, otherwise I would also have been looking very handsome like Toastmaster Raju. Toastmaster Vishal also presented timer roll for the first time. He came prepared. That's what we must learn, that we should come prepared even for the timer roll. He was very thorough and without any issues. Toastmaster Jaimin as an R counter did his job wonderfully well. Only thing that I heard a few more R's, and even my own R's are because of the beautiful sari of Toastmaster Gitanjali and the traditional dress. So, wow, that came out of my heart. Toastmaster Janki mentioned that she wants to be a teacher, but when you mention, are you ready for that task? Such a gentle voice, we realize that you are a gentle teacher. You are not going to scold us, and that's what happened. You did not scold us. You just mentioned that everybody did wonderful job. So thank you for that. Toastmaster Kirit, I don't want to say anything. You already listened to that nicely. But in the Toastmaster Hitesh speech, you mentioned about practice. Practice will make man perfect, and that is very nice. A doctor also practicing, that's what some vague thought came to my mind, but otherwise, yes, practice will make things perfect. Wanted to write some good points also, but I was doing salam namaste, so I missed few words of it. But Kung Fu Panda is something that is about fighting. But the presentation was through the animation, and that's why it became a blockbuster. It was the same fighting that we see in most of the movie. Same fighting, but the presentation is different. I find the same thing in your speech. Maybe the same. I might have read many books about what you mentioned about leadership, but the way you presented, it reaches to everybody's heart, and I really enjoyed that. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Hitesh. Everybody did their job perfectly well. It is delight to listen to Toastmaster Gitanjali, always vocal variety, voice modulation, message goes thoroughly. Not only that, when you mention about superpower, we always feel that, oh, I am in trouble. I should have some superpower. I should have some genius that should be helping me, taking me out of that. But our superpower is around us. We are just have to open the eyes and look at them and take the maximum out of them. So that was excellent. I always adore that, and this time I realized that I have even further to learn from you. As a teacher, you have been teaching your students. As a Toastmaster, you are teaching all the Toastmasters.
Thank you.
Now, in the end, I want to say that Toastmaster Shruti has taken us already into the festive mood, and this meeting can be considered as double the meeting, double the celebration, double the enjoyment. And I think it is rightfully President has decided not to have second meeting. Why? Because all the enjoyment we have taken today only. I wish that similar type of meeting keeps on happening. Thank you very much, and over to you, Toastmaster.
General Evaluator TM. Yes, I'm still a dramatic girl. When I was small, I loved to twirl during Garba. And my dad used to say with a big smile, and he used to cheer me up, Waah Beta. I heard those same exact words from Atul Purohit, the legendary Garba singer, when he ended the night with his signature step like Waah Beta. It hit differently now because my dad is no more. And especially during Navratri, I miss deeply him, and I remember that how he used to hype me up. Navratri is full of emotions and full joyful nights. But beyond that, once Navratri ends, there is always this feeling of emptiness, a void that settles in. And then comes the wait. Another 365 days. I hope you will enjoy the Navratri at the best. Now, it's time to celebrate the efforts for each role with an award. Generally, our club president and Toastmaster of the day present this award together. But since our president, TM Vikram, is not here, he is at his hometown, I would like to invite my wonderful ex-com team to join me on stage as we present the awards. TM Satya and TM Raj.
Please vote.
Yeah, I would urge everyone to please vote. Team Satya, you can take just 2 minutes as I take the feedback first. So, sir, can you please stand up on your place and just let us know how was the meeting?
So it was very great. You said about the leadership. My weakness is the public speaking only. So we have to speak like in public, like everyone is saying. We have to maintain eye contact. So it's good for me to learning from this. I will be able to speak in public like everyone with confidently. So it will be great for me.
Thank you so much. You, sir.
Meeting was really good, and the best part is the environment. All we need a welcoming environment, an encouraging environment, and this is what I feel in this room. Thank you.
Now that you all are voting, I will just announce a few steps. Like our meeting on 28th September stands cancelled due to Navratri celebrations. On 5th of October, we will have our special educational session, so I urge everyone to join it. On 12th of October, we will host our club contest for humorous speech and evaluation, so I request all the members to participate. Now, TM Raju, results are. Okay.
Let me announce the best able topic speaker, guest Neha.
Let her come. Full thanks.
best supporting role player, TM Jaini.
And I'm sorry if I have taken more counts because this was my first time, so please forgive me.
It should be. Best evaluator, team two.
Best prepared speaker for today's meeting. And the best role player for meeting 379. Any guesses?
Okay.
Yes. Ian Shruti.
This Navratri also I did a lot of planning, but somehow it seems Indra Devta is upset on us. He decided to shower his blessing in the form of rain. Me, with 25 people of population of Vadodara, are praying, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Little Barodians wants to play, rain, rain, go away. No matter what, we will go through this together with the same spirit of joy, energy, and celebration. And just like Navratri teaches us to keep dancing no matter how fast the beat gets, Toastmaster reminds us to keep speaking, learning, growing, no matter what challenges come our way. Now, I officially end today's meeting. Let us gather together on 5th of October. May I request you to please have a photo now. Thank you.